luag me Amolatar. Aduong Yoweri kene kuch. Aduong Yoweri kene dongo nobo. Aduong Yoweri okelo projects Maria Mochan iya kina luag metadero. Mi unu queen bot Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Bol queen kwenna me queen tiye. Queen me Uganda tiye bot Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Amolatar oye. NRM oye. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni oye.
I happen to have stayed and grown from Lira. My roots come way back from Lira. But when I was in Lira, for us to be able to go to Soroti, it would take 1 week on the road. And that was because of the insecurity. We want to thank you so much for bringing security to Uganda. We want to thank you for the peace that you restored in northern Uganda. And we want to thank you for empowering our people of northern Uganda.
The work of the NRM in the last 40 years. The work of the NRM. In the last 40 years can be summarized in points below. Apio is Donglobo. Before the NRM, there was no tarmac road between Soroti and Lira. You have seen recently, we worked on the road from Ruenkunyu to Masin Port, Apach, Lira, Sugonyon to Ogur, and Puranga. So, that is on the roads. Some of the roads have been done, others will be done. Then you have education. The schools, the health centers, the telephones. Everybody has got a telephone in the pocket now. The TV, the radios, the radio, government and private. All those are Donglobo. There are things which benefit all of us. This is very good. But it is also dangerous for leaders who don't understand. Because some of the leaders speak about Donglobo. But they forget one very important word. And this is my point a deck. This is Lonyo. Donglobo is ours. Your Mabel is ours. But at night, you don't sleep on the road. At night, you must go back to your house. And when you go back to your house, you find all the ichan you left in the morning still there. And the chan says, Apio bino. We are still here. Children have no clothes, no in a bad house, no piped water, no electricity. So that's why the NRM says, please, don't and you just talk donglobo, and you forget lonyo. Lonyo is yours. Donglobo is ours. Lonyo belongs to you as an individual, to the family, or a company. But Donglobo is ours. And this is where the problem has been. At independence, only 9% of the homesteads were in the money economy. The rest we are doing teach, may each keken. And that's where the danger is. If you are doing only teach, may each keken, you may get food, you may get malukwang, but sente tie kwene. This is where the NRM says, please, please, please. We are people, I want to go to heaven, I don't want to go to hell. And as a leader, I cannot stand here and tell people, Tamak road is what, and then I don't talk. I don't talk about the lonyo. Because even if we do a tarmac road, it will be for the rich people to drive and enjoy it. The poor people, yes, they may find it easier to travel by public means. So here, when I checked 2013, I found that only 32% of the people in the homesteads were in the money economy in Uganda. 68% were still in teach, may each keken. That's how I started Operation Wealth Creation.
Operation Wealth Creation.
We had started other programs like NADS, like and so on. But still, the people outside the money economy were 68%. That's why I had to involve the army. And the army did a good job. Even our daughter Apio here was also involved. I remember she was also involved in that.
Yes, I was also in OWC, yes.
Was a technical advisor.
She was involved in this. They did a good job. Distributed seedlings. And the number of people working only for the stomach went down to 39%. That's why now I decided to start PDM. And the leader supported me. And the PDM has been doing some good work. So let's chase poverty out of Uganda. With the PDM, when they checked, I think it was last year, 67% of the homesteads were in the money economy now. Only 33 were in the working only for the stomach. So now this is my point a deck. Point and when teach. You hear people talking jobs. There is Okuremara is a Bantu word for people when they become disoriented or disabled. Now there was Okuremara in the colonial times. People came to believe that working in the government as clerks is the job. This is wrong. You find a farmer, then you say, what is your job? He says, I have no job. You have no job. You are the one feeding us. Without you, we would die. So, agriculture is job. Fishing is job. So, when you create wealth, you also create jobs. Now, the NRM has built health centers all over the country.
Now, government NRM Tugero, Dakatale, new health centers at Titinu, sub-counties Wadushu.
They can give you the number of the health center cities.
Manu Jonokamu number health center deck amount Tugeri Gomole Papa.
The schools.
Tukula Meogero.
So what I'm persuading our NRM leaders and all of you to do is that we have already done a lot of work. But in the coming term, I want us to be very strict and really help our poor people. With health, immunization is doing very well. That's why you no longer have polio and so on. But the curative side is not doing so well. You hear that the health workers are stealing drugs. So we must stop this. All of us. Because these health centers are not in Congo, they are not in Sudan, they are here. And we have got government structures everywhere. We have got the government, but also the wananchi representatives like the LCs. So wherever you are, stop this theft of drugs. I will set up my own spy network in addition to whatever is there to catch those who steal government drugs. As we are catching the ones who are stealing the PDM money. But you, the people, also should do your part. On the issue of education, I want you to see the damage which is done by the school charges in government schools. In the next government, let's get rid of school charges in government schools. They have been talking about shortage of teachers. We shall increase the teachers by 50,000. So that there is no shortage of teachers. And there is no reason for charging money from and that's why we should emphasize day schools. One primary school per parish. One secondary school per sub-county.
Secondary school, sub-county,
so that the children study and go home. And the reason for this is to concentrate on education costs. Classrooms, laboratories, library, teacher's house, sports ground. This is what you need to teach. I landed at a school where I landed with the helicopter. And I was joking with the children there. The boarding schools have additional costs. Which have nothing to do with education. You have Nino. You have Nino sleep where to sleep. You can sleep at home and come and study. You have charm. You can charm at home and you come to study. You can. There are so many courses which have nothing, which are not educational, but other things. So therefore, let's discuss and fine-tune this. So that is my point. Our point at beach. A bichel
When I'm a bichel,
is market.
but a copy come chuk.
If you produce all those things we are talking about,
Nika waru puru unu jami do duchuti ya nyutuno.
where will you sell them?
Ucha tukikwene.
That's why the NRM is always against tribalism.
Enemy NRM pe miru kope poka ibe kopi kum rock. Unyukaka.
When their choices produce simsim,
Ka choli kusho puru nino.
or the language produce sunflower,
Eka langi te puru sunflower.
the marketing language is not enough.
Chuke lao ke ken peromo.
You need the Kampala market.
Nuwa miru te dog jami wana Kampala.
So that's why we say, love Uganda.
Enemy wate kobuni miru maru unu Uganda.
Why? Why?
Pingo.
Because you need it for your own welfare, for your own prosperity.
Bien lo wa me Uganda ni utiu mita tek me mi yu kwawa bera be ke la loha kwawa.
Love East Africa.
Madang lo be me rumu Uganda me ti East Africa.
Why?
Pingo.
You need East Africa as a market.
Bien lo be mo rumu wa no mite me mi yu chupi jami wa.
You had Apio teaching me economics that the sheep she's rearing are bought by South Sudanese.
Entia kopeni wiyu kitapi ono tia puonye kere kope economics. Ni puni mera ne tia pitucha jo ame binu wilu ya South Sudan.
So all of these political actors moving around, politics is about what?
Entia koni wanu po we be me cha du be loko ka we be ni karo pero ngon. Teaching ngon no.
NRM says politics is about prosperity and security.
Entia koni NRM komni we be ubero kopi kom lonyo.
And that's why we say patriotism, love Uganda.
Entia kopni memi you wati kare chel mi ruma lobo wa me Uganda.
Pan-Africanism, love Africa.
Eka ikome lobo chol mi ruma unu lobo chol.
Why? Because you need them for your
Piano mi to give pitch kop me chuk.
for your prosperity.
Nyo pick up me down.
The final word is strategic security.
Me giki mere ubero kopi kom kuch me pirte ya kinawa.
We need to think not just about Uganda but about East Africa.
Kada wanu kopi kom kuch pe miro par ka pe Uganda kiken ento par pe loba da rumu Uganda ameti East Africa.
People here in the north know that if South Sudan is not stable, even they disturb us here.
Wani tumalo me Uganda kan wanu ngeni South Sudan petia bear ginu dudangu yellow white tungi.
So the work of the NRM in the last 40 years
Donc teacher NRM mwaki pierangwen no karange.
has been around these 7 points. And that's why Uganda has been stable. And if we do what I have recommended, there is one Indian who told me that Uganda is the land of the 3 P's.
Uganda bero titi ubero lobo ameti jamme pa adek ye
Pa adek.
Pa adek
Peaceful.
Me chel pa chel bero kuch.
Pleasant.
Me rio bero lobo amonya me chel.
And profitable.
Me adeo bero lobo ma goba ti ye.
This is what an Indian told me.
Monu gina ma yinu ko ben no.
Now, coming to some issues here, I'm glad you liked my idea of the instead of the other chaotic and method of cultural compensation which we did. So Apio, thank you for supporting it. I have already instructed the government to plan
Niene miyo do gamente tuero ko me kindu chako planning.
how to implement it.
Kirango ame mir do kutun kere borwa pasukan.
Because of other demands, we may not be able to do it in 1 year.
Entia ko bini pien jam mitia pola mi pora wote mi mo hachel dusu.
But more we shall do it.
Entia ko ni mo binu kere tie ko.
Now the fisheries,
Ko melchi.
there have been some struggle between the fisheries unit and some of our local people.
Nia yela no te ya kino chi kere job ke yunyo FBU ameti yinam.
And the other member of UPC was injured one time in that struggle.
Entia ko bini MP wa me Amolatar binu wano tiene pick up oche.
The member of parliament.
Member me parliament honorable Bitek.
But these days he's a good friend of mine.
Manu ko ni Bitek do beratina ber to na diere da do tutwal.
So for me, the fisheries, we need the fisheries of the lake.
Entia ko bini wano timi tu rechi be dynam.
But also we need to do a lot of fish farming.
Eto wani ko wada miru yele wuru mecha ko pemo.
You are now misusing our wetlands.
Ni amani wani cha wuru puru wuru ya ka.
I'm raising money to do a lot of fish farming in Lango, in Teso, in Busoga, in Bukedi.
Ero ko ni tie mo yente maybe ni cha ko piturecha duo yilaukan yipeso keri yibusoga.
The individuals cannot do it well.
Ngara chel pe rawati mukene.
Because it needs a bit more money to make the fish ponds.
Chen miru chente didit me konyo kapiturech.
So it will be the government to do the fish ponds.
Lero gamente na me kon ponds ame mite.
We shall therefore deal with that issue.
Ero ko ni ugino gamente atichi yemene no ni umeru me pur me gwa korechi ilaukan.
But when I get time, I will call the MPs from the fishing areas.
Entia konika ilo chawa ilo members me parliament ame kana me uchi horechi ye.
Some people were telling me about how we can allow local fishing for just food for some days and so on. Now I want to find out how that can be done. As we wait for the big fish project,
your project may be to write a duong, planning.
How can the indigenous people do the fishing without damaging the fish? So I will call all the MPs of Amolatar, Nakasongola, maybe Busoga, a little bit of Teso, and some from Lake Edward area. So that I don't kutomera, I don't bump into something I have not Now for the technical school.
For the technical school,
which was proposed by the chairman. That's our plan. To build a technical school per district. A government technical school.
Technical school teaching
So if Amolatar does not have a technical school already, then we shall build it. And name it after the elder you mentioned.
Late Latigolal.
Aduong lobro mi bendera bodjo umasha lwat menare mi ugigen memako bendera menare menobia mi no Felix Adibongwe Ikioga County babchi wa pro aduong lobro mi bendera man. Next Aduong mi kode Peter bendera ko mechungi parliament itenare po una duong lobo mia una tongo ko medwaro wow
Being a very beautiful song.
That me and my fellow colleagues, with great affection,